Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Menomonee Falls High School on Falls Cable Access for this afternoon's Greater Metro Conference tennis match between the visiting Tosa West Trojans and the Menomonee Falls Phoenix. The boys' teams will be taking the court today for 7 varsity matches, 4 singles, and 3 doubles matches. We will be focusing with our cameras today on the number 1 court, try to bring you updates throughout the matches of the various other singles and doubles matches as they take place. Today should be a good tune-up match for Menomonee Falls as Tosa West brings in a full slate of varsity players to try to snag a bit of an underdog victory here for themselves. Menomonee Falls comes into today's match with a 4-2 doubles record, looking to improve on that. 0-1 in conference, hoping to slide that up to 1-1. Today are singles matches. Court 1, our number 1 players, Kryscio, will be facing Stephen Peterson from Tosa West. The number 2 match for Menomonee Falls will be Dylan Nadolski against Joe Byrne. Number 3 match will be Sahil Shah from Menomonee Falls and Elijah Lovely for Tosa West. And the number 4 varsity match today will be Devin Barker facing Jackson Peterson. On the doubles side, for the visiting Tosa West Trojans, their number 1 doubles team of Colton Welch and Connor Weishauer will be facing off against Menomonee Falls' number 1 doubles team of Simon Blowers and Isaac Rocher. Number 2 match, Menomonee Falls will send Wesley Curtis and Matt Dieselhorst against Tosa West's Nico Sabotic and Adrian Cooley. And the number 3 doubles match, Menomonee Falls sends out Owen Tauchus and Henry Pomeroy against Jackson Peterson and Travis Waggy. We look forward to some exciting matches coming up shortly here at Menomonee Falls High School. Again, Greater Metro Conference match between the visiting Tosa West Trojans and the Menomonee Falls Phoenix. So we are underway here on Court 1. Stephen Peterson for Tosa West taking the initial serve on the number 1 singles match. Receiving serve is Kryscio for the Falls. There we just had a double fault from Peterson, bringing our score to 15-15. Peterson's wide on his first service. So 30-15. Peterson misses on the return, evening the score again at 30-all. Tosa West head coach Costa Service tells us that this is Peterson's first season as a singles player, going through some of the bumps and bruises of that. Nice save on the return by Kryscio, keeping it alive. Oh, nice rally there for the two number ones. Kryscio taking that point. Game score currently at 30-40. Peterson able to land that first serve in, with Kryscio able to return it. Peterson not able to take advantage of the serve. Kryscio breaks him. After one game, Kryscio leads 1-0. Looking across the court in the number one doubles match, Menomonee Falls has taken a 1-game lead over there. Tosa West currently serving on that court. Back to the number one singles match. Kryscio to serve to Peterson. Love. Kryscio jumps out 30-love. Little drop shot by Peterson to win that point, making it 30-15. Kryscio with the ace, 40-15. Kryscio takes the second game, making it 2-0 in the first set. Peterson gets a little over anxious on that one. Gives the point to Kryscio. Cross on the number one doubles match. Falls has jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first set. Love 30 here in the third game of this set. Stephen Peterson's return is long on that, taking us to love 40. With that miss, Kryscio breaks Peterson once more. That'll take us to 3-0 for Connor Kryscio here in the first set. Taking a look over at the number 2 courts. Falls leads both the singles and the doubles on the number 2 courts at 1-0 in the first set. And we're about to get the fourth game underway for the number 1 doubles match, with the Falls leading that 3-0. Speaking with Coach Andershak before the match, he's telling me that the Falls are now getting into the challenging meat of their schedule as they really dive into conference play. Coming in today 0-1 in conference with a loss to Sussex Hamilton. Looking to bounce back today against this Tosa West team. $15 for Connor Kryscio. The Greater Metro Conference doing Menomonee Falls no favors, as it does for very few teams, with 4, count them 1, 2, 3, 4 ranked teams in the state in the top 10 between Marquette, the pair from Brookfield, and Sussex Hamilton. Kryscio with his second ace, 30 love. Misplay there by Connor Kryscio, making it 30-15. Stephen Peterson's return is long, 40-15. That point moves us to 4 love in the set for Connor Kryscio. Stephen Peterson will be on the service. 15 love for Stephen Peterson. Things are moving quickly on the number one doubles court. They're already in their 5-game break. With it 5 love Menomonee Falls. Another unforced error for Peterson there with the double fault. Just staying in there by Connor Kryscio. Dropping the point in, just out of the reach of Peterson. 15-30. Another unforced error for Stephen Peterson, taking us to 15-40 in this 4th game. Game 5 comes to an end with another unforced error from Peterson, taking your first set score to Menomonee Falls 5 love over Tosa West. Peterson seemed a little more dialed in on his first serves on that set, but still not able to capitalize. See if Connor Kryscio can end this first set right here. Over on the doubles 1 court, Menomonee Falls making quick work of the first set, 6 love. The team of Simon Blowers and Isaac Rocher. Something that the Falls is accustomed to so far this year. Those two are having a stupendous early season. Earlier this week, Menomonee Falls had a Greater Metro Conference matchup with number 10 in the state ranked Sussex Hamilton. Unfortunately, they ended up only able to pull out 2 of the matches, both being the doubles matches, as Blowers and Rocher, and then Curtis and Dieselhorst, both defeating the number 1 and the number 2 Sussex Hamilton doubles teams. So the rest of the Falls tennis team hoping to bounce back a bit here today against Wauwatosa West. Here on court 1 as Connor Kryscio attempts to move his season singles record in head-to-head matches to 5-2, as he's currently 4-2 on the season. Peterson putting that return in a position where it couldn't be handled, taking us to 15-all. A little long for the Falls return. 15-30. Peterson's return a little long, even us up at 30-all. First double fault of the day for Kryscio. Moving our game score to 30-40. He answers back with a well-placed first serve. Peterson's unable to return effectively. Was this a deuce? Peterson a little long on that one. Advantage Menomonee Falls. Bit of a misplay there from Kryscio. Moves us back to deuce. And with that point, Kryscio takes the first set, 6-love. We'll move on to second set here momentarily. Taking a look around at the twos. Both the number 2 singles and the number 2 doubles for Menomonee Falls sitting at 5-love each. Number 2 singles today for Menomonee Falls. Dylan Nadolski facing off with Wauwatosa West's Joe Byrne. And the number 2 doubles, Wesley Curtis, Matt Dieselhorst facing off with Nikos Sabotic and Adrian Cooley. Again, both those matches are currently 5-love in the favor of Menomonee Falls. quickly underway on set 2 here on the number 1 singles match. Stephen Peterson serving. Currently it's love 15, 1 fault. Love 30. Strong first serve there from Peterson. 15-30. Peterson just missing on that one. Taking us to 15-40 in the first game of set 2. And with that long service, another unforced error for Peterson. First game of set number 2 goes to Kryscio of the Falls. One love, Menomonee Falls in the second set. Kryscio with a strong forehand, 15 love. Taking a look down on the number 3 and the number 4 courts. Number 3 singles Falls currently leads 1-0 and 1-0 in the second set. Number 3 doubles, Menomonee Falls won the first set and leads 3-love in the second set. Number 4 singles, Menomonee Falls leads 1-0, still in the first game. And looks like there is no currently number 4 doubles going. Kryscio looking to close out the second game of set number 2. Nice drop shot there from Connor. The Falls player takes the second game of the second set. Making it 2-love in set number 2. Over on the number 2 courts, Menomonee Falls is won first sets in both singles and doubles. And the number 1 doubles team continues to move ahead as they lead 3-love in the second set. Peterson's second unforced error here in that game, making it love 30. Kryscio able to salvage that good first serve from Peterson, dropping it just in, and then able to win the point on a long return by Peterson. Peterson with another good first serve, though. Forces Kryscio into his own long return, making it 15-40. So at that point, Kryscio here on court number 1 singles moves out to a 3-love lead in the second set. Over on number 1 doubles, they are also at their break point as the Menomonee Falls number 1 doubles team currently leads 5-love in the second set. They'll be looking to close out the match here in this game, actually. A little more work for Kryscio here on the number 1 singles court before he can close it out. Little mix-up on that first point for Falls player Kryscio. Wasn't sure that the call was in. Let that one drop in for love 15, but he gets right back. Bring it to 15 all. Nice placement of that shot by Kryscio. Peterson able to do anything with it. You can feel Connor's urgency speeding up a little bit here. So now he's getting back to the line and setting for service right away. A little bit of a misjudge there for Kryscio. 30 all. Great positioning on that return by Kryscio. Slipped that right by Peterson. Strong serve there from Kryscio. Second serve on deuce. Advantage Menomonee Falls. Oh, a little bit of an underplay there by Kryscio. Takes us back to deuce. Looks like they have wrapped up over on the number one doubles. Connor drops, must be his fifth ace of the day in. Over on the number one doubles court, Falls wins 2 sets to none. 6-love, 6-love. Simon Blowers and Isaac Rocher keep their great season moving. And Kryscio able to pull out game 4 of set 2. Currently 4-love with Steven Peterson on the serve now. Strong return there by Kryscio. Offer him a good first serve by Peterson. Another double fault for Peterson. He's given away a few points today, unfortunately. Taking us to love 30. That one was long for Peterson. Love 40. And one more double fault on the day here for Peterson. Takes us to end of game 5 with a 1-set lead. Connor Kryscio of Menomonee Falls leads Stephen Peterson 5-love in the second set. We'll be back shortly with the 6th game of set 2 here on the number 1 singles match. Take a look around the other courts, see how people are doing in those. Number 2 doubles from Menomonee Falls. Team of Wesley Curtis and Matt Dieselhorst. Playing against Wauwatosa West, Nick Sabotich and Adian Cooley. Currently the Falls has a 1-set-to-love lead with a 3-love lead in the games for set 2. Here on the number 2 singles. Dylan Nadolski versus Joe Byrne. Nadolski of Menomonee Falls took the first set and leads the second set 2-1. Connor Kryscio trying to close out the second set here. Currently 15 all on this court. Stephen Peterson looking to hold on. Kryscio with a nice forehand cross court there on Peterson, making it 30-15. That point taking us to 40-15. Connor Kryscio with the ace to close out the second set. Give him the 2-set-to-love victory today for Stephen Peterson, Wauwatosa West. Menomonee Falls jumps out 2-0 in the dual match with Wauwatosa West, with both their number 1 singles and doubles notching victories. Kryscio moves to 5-2 on the season in his dual match record. As again, he wins this set 2-sets-to-love over Stephen Peterson of Wauwatosa West. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining Falls Cable Access here at Menomonee Falls High School today for this afternoon's Greater Metro Conference matchup between the Menomonee Falls Phoenix and the Wauwatosa West Trojans. Today we brought you court number 1, the number 1 singles team between Connor Kryscio of the Phoenix and Stephen Peterson, Wauwatosa West. Kryscio was able to get a relatively easy victory for himself at 2-sets-to-love, going 6-love, 6-love in both sets. The other exciting part, straight across, you'll probably see some of it in the background as you watch today, the Falls doubles team. Their number 1 doubles team made up of Simon Blowers and Isaac Rocher. They were able to also win 2-sets-to-love, also going 6-love, 6-love on their matches to continue great seasons, honestly, for both the singles and the doubles players there. Connor was able to move to 5-2 today. The Falls, as the rest of the matches continue to wrap up, looking to move to 1-1 in conference after a tough defeat earlier this week to Sussex Hamilton. Wauwatosa West, a lot of youth on their team. They're looking to just grow this season, as if they aren't able to pull out some of the number 2, number 3, number 4 matches, will move to 0-2 on the day also, as they continue to learn and grow. Little bumps and bruises, but they'll get better with each match that they play. So again, thank you for tuning in to Falls Cable Access. I'm Marlon Hestetoon here at Menomonee Falls High School, bringing you boys tennis in the Greater Metro Conference.